Hello my friends and welcome to episode 24 of our Football Manager 2021 Let's Play with Rangers. Today we have Lazio in the Champions League group stages. We are already qualified, so depending on the result today we can win the group. I'll go through all that in just a minute. Since the last episode though, we have played 3 games and it's been a fairly good run for us. We've also had the new update. Obviously, for those that are new to the channel, I do record ahead. Not that it's really helped get uploads recently. I'm going to go through all that and, bulk upload in advance this week for Christmas. I hope you've all had a good Christmas. I think this will be, I've got 20, 21, 22, 23, and this will be 24, so that's 5 episodes Monday. Yeah, so this will be Boxing Day's episodes. So I hope you had all very, very good Christmas. And I hope you have a good new year as well going forward. And if you're struggling with lockdown or anything, hit me down in the comments below. We'll have a little chat and whatnot. And it's a difficult time for everyone, of course. And I can even direct you to people who can help maybe a little bit better than me if you need it. So since the last episode, we beat St Johnstone 3-1. Marin, Lewis and Orsic on the score sheet, getting us back in the game. We were initially at 1-0 down from Kevin O'Hara. We then beat Sporting Lisbon 4-0. Adam Halsett got us up to a flyer before Ross McCrory got sent off. And from there we were I say holding on. Most of the highlights were actually in our favour. But it was a very counter-attacky game, despite not really changing the tactics too much. They got a player sent off and we brought Kai Kennedy on, who came on and scored a hat-trick to give us a 4-0 victory, 10 men versus 10 men, before we then played Motherwell, where we won 3-0 to keep our good form up. Halsett, McCrory and Tavernier from the spot getting the goals there, but also rested Filip Benkovic, who was probably due a rest. But we've now got this game against Lazio and then we break for the 2022 World Cup. Logic. So, what's the situation with the Champions League group? We'll go into the league as well before we go into this game. But we're on 11 points now. Lazio are on 8. Atletico Madrid cannot catch us. So it's really between us and Lazio, our opponents today, who wins the group. And we're in a good state here. We beat them 3-1 at Ibrox. Now, Scottish teams traditionally, and I mentioned this last season when we played Atlanta, do not have a good record in Italy. So, that's a bit nervous, but we've had a really good season. We're playing well. We're full of confidence. We can go there and we can get a result. But we beat them 3-1 at Ibrox, as I said, which means that a 2-0 win would win them the group because they would go 9, 10, 11, which puts us equal on points. We would go against on head-to-head, but a 1-0 defeat would mean we go through on head-to-head, and a 3-1 defeat would, again put us through on goal difference, I believe, because they would go up to 3, we would go to -9. Any score better than that, like even a 4-2 would put us through on head-to-head anyway. I think even a 5-3 maybe, I'm not sure. No, I don't think that would, because that would go to, it'd go to aggregate score then. So, as long as we lose by 2 goals and score more than 1 rather, we're good. In fact, even just scoring 1 and losing by 2 goals is fine. We've got a very good record of scoring in Europe. In fact, I think it's only domestically that we've had shutouts so far, and even then they are few and far between. League-wise, I'll just quickly flick you over to the league. We are quite comfortably in front, although they do have 2 games in hand at Celtic. And then we've got an Old Firm game in hand against everyone else, I believe. So if they win those 2 games in hand, they will go up to 28 points. So it'd be a 3-point gap. But we've got a goal difference assist as well. We've got much better scoring record. We've conceded less goals. So, goal difference will be hard for them to overcome. So we're in a good position there. Obviously, we're out of the Betfred Cup, which is disappointing. And for next episode, just because I remember, we will jump back to the next Old Firm game, which is then before the January, a very, very busy January window, because then that'll give me time to get through all this, which is partly one of the benefits of me recording ahead, is I don't have to stress to get through all that in one day. So, we'll skip ahead now. I'll see you pitch side at the Olympic Stadium, am I right in thinking? The Olimpico, Stade de Olimpico or something like that it's called. I'll see you pitch side. So here we go, we've made some changes to the team. We've got Patterson returning, Benkovic returning, Elena returning, Nico is completely knackered, so he drops out completely. Florian Coleman, who's played well recently, and Ryan Kent all returning. Tavernier, Nielsen, Nico, Marin and Orsic drop out. Nico, as I said, absolutely knackered, so he drops right out. Ross McCrory is suspended, so Glenn Kamara will play as well. I believe he started the last game, it must have done. So Lowry and Stephen Kelly both make the bench, as well as Kai Kennedy, Lewis Nelson, Tavernier, McCrory and Darami, with the starting team of Livakovic, Patterson, Benkovic, Pavlovic, Bradovic, Elena, Mayer, Kamara, Coleman, Halzik and Kent. Done that a bit backwards, guys. Not sure really particularly why. Maybe just to highlight those two young lads on the bench. Stephen Kelly, of course, might not be classed as a young lad anymore because he's had a lot of game time for us over the past little bit. We're going to go with the underdogs one. We are sticking with our attacking formation because I do find we are better when we go toe-to-toe with teams. And I think that certainly works against Atlanta last year up until the last sort of 10-15 minutes where they came really onto us in that absolute thriller of a game, that 8-all away goals win, if you remember it. Before we then played really well in Leicester, and I tried to see out the game thinking we were 1-on away goals because I'm a genius at Football Manager and maths. Looks like an okay start for us here. We've had 2 shots each. We've got a slightly better XG, so that would suggest to me our chances have been slightly better. I'm going to give a demand more depending on how this highlight goes. That's a decent ball in. No, we're not. It's Philippe. It's not Benkovic. It's Halzik that's put us in front. I thought that was Benkovic who got the ball there. In fact, I was so certain of it. I was about to say Benkovic puts us in front. And then it comes up with Adam Halzik. Where is Adam Halzik here? He does, he gets in front of Benkovic, but he wasn't highlighted, so I was focusing on Benkovic and thought Benkovic got the touch. So it's in the back from the net from Adam Halzik, doing the business again. The Czech Republic International, his 20th of the season. He's having a good season. He's doing slightly better in the league, but it's his European record that is different class. Lovromer stepped in there. Oh, good, straight at the goalkeeper. I was going to say good save, but it was straight at the goalkeeper. So a 1-0 lead here negates the 2-0 loss situation, of course. We're playing well. We've had 5 shots free on target with a decent XG. Again, suggests that our chances have been slightly better, although, as you see, headers weren't really worth much. So I'm happy how things are going. Send them back out again. Kent on a 6.4, not having the best of games. We'll need to keep an eye on that. Now, I think Kai Kennedy would be our only option for there. And Mayer also tired, and Kai Kennedy also the only option there as well, as Mayer loses out there as Minkovic Savic gets a Termani Correa. I remember him giving us a lot of problems in the Ibrox game, Correa, particularly when they went a bit more counter-attacking, and it was balls like that was so dangerous. What is the goalkeeper's positioning all about there? I mean, hopefully... Yeah, it's called back for offside, so that's good. But watch the goalkeeper's positioning when this shows you back. He runs out and just gets caught in no man, like, oh, that's tight. That is really tight. You see, he goes out, but he doesn't go in the direction of the ball, and it just leaves it happen for Immobile. Thankfully, a very tight, very, very tight offside call pulls it back. We will make some of those changes just now. In fact, we do have Darami that we can bring on for Kent if he doesn't kick up, so I'm going to just go and give not a praise, a demand more to Kent specifically, in fact Kent and Coleman and Nathan Patterson, and just see if that kicks him up a little bit. Nathan Patterson actually really not having a great game. 6.1. Kent, it's in. That's got to be an own goal. It is an own goal. The goalkeeper saved that. Oh my days. Let me know what you think of this goal, guys. Get with it. Cragno saved and just parries it just over the line. Oh my days. We are going to bring off Nathan Patterson, who's having a bit of a shocker at right back. We'll bring on James Tavernier. Just see if that changes things up a little bit. Patterson on a yellow as well, so it just freshens the legs up a bit, but he's not having a great game, Nathan Patterson. He is obviously benefiting from the game time, cleared away by Benkovic. Patterson, Charles Elena, that's poor by Elena. Cairo Immobile and Milic working well. Dominic Livakovic equal to it. Patterson now has came off for Tavernier. It's actually recommending me to take off Bradaric for him. Bradaric is on a yellow card away from suspension, so that's probably why. Good ball from Kamara. Kent. Elena. Holzik. Kent. Kennedy can't quite get there, but Elena. It's free in Rome for Rangers. Charles Elena's not going to get many easier chances than that. I'm not quite sure how the ball gets to Charles Elena. I don't think it comes from Kennedy. Pretty sure it comes from a Lazio player. Holzik, yeah, Ramos blocks it. Kent to, yeah, it's Amari. He just blocks it from getting to Kent. Tries to play it, but he plays it across the face of his own goal. And it lands straight at the feet of a waiting, lurking Charles Elena. Do we have anyone we can bring on at left back? No. Do that? Yeah. I'm not trying Nielsen out wide, so this is going to be an interesting sort of experiment, but kind of necessary with the fitness of Bradaric at right back. Now, he is also going to be available for the next leg now, as it looks like, oh, Elena with the mistake. I was about to say it looks like we are going to win this group and go through as the seeded team. Pavlovic away. Kennedy not in the ballpark of where the ball lands, so he ran away from it. Armani. Correa. Oh, it's a great ball. That is a great ball. Great ball, great touch. And Cairo Immobile with a tap-in from that. I felt like we defended pretty well up until this pass from here. Correa just gets that little bit of a touch. Benkovic loses his man. And Cairo Immobile, just brilliant. It's just really good play there from Lazio. I feel like we defended reasonably well up until that point. We are now bringing on Lewis Nielsen at right back. 5 minutes of extra time to go. And they need 3 goals to stop us winning the group. Kamara and Pavlovic starting to get tired as well. I'm not going defensive just yet because we've got the 2-goal cushion. I like to score. But that is a 3-1 victory against Lazio again. We finish our Champions League group, unbeaten. That is, an absolutely remarkable achievement. We've gone to Italy and won, which is again a pretty remarkable achievement. That drops Lazio into the Europa League. Atletico Madrid join us after they beat Sporting Lisbon 2-1. 2 late goals, well, a goal in the hour mark and then a late Renato Sanchez goal for them, getting them that victory to take them through. So a bit of luck from them. They would have expected us to lose to win in Rome rather. I wouldn't have thought. But that is absolutely brilliant. You know, we've made a lot of money off the Champions League this year. Money wise, we're sitting at 174 million. Obviously, we are running at a loss over the course of a season, partly because our wage budget is kind of ballooned a little bit. I need to trim that just a touch, I think. Schedule wise, as I said, we'll come back for that Old Firm game just before January. So I'll hopefully catch you all then, guys. I have really enjoyed this Champions League group. I'm enjoying this series, so I hope you guys are as well. I'll hopefully catch you all next time.